Hey guys, Julie here. I know it's been a minute, and I am so excited to show you some of the new things that I have to offer for spring. So I'm super excited. I'm going to pick one and paint it here with you, but these are all things that you can order and have shipped directly to your house. I'm so excited to be offering this. I offered the same kind of setup around Christmas with some ceramics and had people from literally coast to coast, East Coast to West Coast. People painted with me, and it was so much fun. And so now I can do the same thing with some spring designs. And once again, these can be shipped directly to your door. If you are in the Missoula, Montana area, we can always book a party and paint some of these with some of your favorite people. But if not, 2020 has taught me one thing. It's to think outside the box and use the social media to my benefit so I can still connect with you. So anyways, these are some of these exciting projects that I have. So this is the very first one. There we go. So you can see this is a wood door hanger, and I haven't even taken them out of the plastic. These are like literally, instead of hot off the press, they're hot off the UPS truck, I guess. But the fun thing about these is that these are 3D. So if you notice, all of these pieces are not attached. So you paint the, let's see if I can scoot this a little bit more so you can see better. So you're going to paint the different elements, for lack of a better way to say it, the different components, and then you glue them on and it's 3D. So I think this is actually the one I'm going to paint with you guys. So I'm just going to set this to the side, but let me know what you guys think about these. These are, like I said, I'm so excited about these. I need to not talk a million miles a minute because when I get excited, I talk quick. So here's the next one. And I think, I can't say that it's my favorite, but I think this one might be my favorite. So this one, I don't even know if you guys can see it all in one screenshot. Once again, this is still in the plastic. I'm going to take off the plastic. That new car smell, new cut wood smell, I don't know. But instead of home sweet home, this one is a farm, sweet farm with a rooster in there. I'm trying to see if you guys can see that. And if you guys have heard me talk for more than 2 minutes, you know I am a farm girl at heart. I grew up on a farm. But how stinking cute is that? Farm, sweet farm. I mean, you can also change this up, but so cute. I'm so excited. So there's another one. And my goal is to paint live every day. So I think I have 5 or 6 different samples. So you're going to see my face a lot. It's kind of like, exercising. You got to put yourself on a schedule and do it every day. Because if not, I just get excited and get distracted and forget to jump on here. I don't like seeing myself on the camera, but I have to assume you guys do and like to paint along with me. So I need to stop being so analytical. So this is a really fun cutout. This one does not have the multiple pieces. This is, but it is etched. So these lines are etched in. Once again, really pretty for Easter coming up. If I love stained glass. So this one I'm really excited to do. I might do this one maybe tomorrow. We'll do the He Lives cross today, and maybe we'll do the Dove stained glass bird tomorrow. Ooh, that was loud. Sorry. So these are just some simple cutouts. We have the cool Eiffel Tower. I know so many of you guys love Paris and France and that kind of I don't know, aesthetic, for lack of a better word to say it. But I have some fun stuff. I don't want to give you guys all my my exciting, announcements, but I have something fun involving the Eiffel Tower that will be coming this spring. So if you are one that loves Parisian, hi Jamie, how are you, girl? I haven't chatted with you for a while. I miss you. Sorry to side tangent, but girl, we need to FaceTime and hang out a little bit. So like I've shown you, I'm going to do probably the He Lives cross right now today once I'm done showing you these. But how cute is this? A little peace sign with some flowers. I was born in 81, so I kind of missed the trippy 60s. But I am a hippie child at heart for sure. So we'll find something fun to do with that. Peace sign, peace man. This one, I'm going to save that one for last. So this is another really cute Easter one. Cute little bunny. There we go. gotta flex my muscles this morning. Jamie, do me a favor. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm always, oh, you love that peace sign too? I know, I'm so excited to paint it. Trying to get all the plastic off this without having all the little pieces fly everywhere. But this little guy, I am so excited to paint him. So I'm in Montana and we still have snow on the ground. So it's on the mountaintops far away. I actually have my window open in my art room and I'm a sucker. I love fresh air. So I'm super happy that it's at least warm enough to open the windows. But we still do have snow on our mountaintops. And it wouldn't be out of this world if we got a little bit more snow this year. But I am definitely ready for spring, for Easter, for flowers, for goofy bunnies in, wearing goofy glasses. But how cute is that? Once again, this has these pieces that come off so you can paint the bunny just like that. And then you add the pieces. Jamie, thank you for letting me know you can hear me. One of my nightmares is, oh, I'm doing this Facebook Live and I'm chatting and then nobody can hear me or see me. So at least I'm not the goofy crazy lady talking to herself. Y'all can hear this goofy crazy lady. Hi Deb, how are you this morning? So once again, another fun design. My goal is to paint every day this week. So I'll be painting our cute little funky Easter bunny with his goofy glasses. Maybe do something fun with those. And then this one I know is going to be super popular. How cute would this be hanging at your front door? Or if you have like a little entrance. I know that's pretty popular. So one thing I learned about, growing up in California and then moving to Montana is the need for a mudroom. Deb says, love the bunny. Me too. I'm so excited to paint that little cute guy. But this would be really cute. Here in Montana, almost everybody has like a mud room or when you walk in to your home, so you can drop off your shoes and your jackets and all the layering that we do here in Montana. But how stinking cute would this be? Like in a walkway or on your front door. Let's see if I can move this light so you don't have a weird shadow. There we go. Oh, Deb, you had a blizzard this morning. Texas. Yeah, man, Texas, you guys have been getting all kinds of goofy weather this summer. I know Colorado had a record-breaking snowstorm come through. So yeah, everybody's getting kind of goofy weather this year. But once again, how cute would this be? I have some ideas on how I want to paint this. So if you guys have any ideas as I'm showing you this, give me inspiration too, because y'all have great ideas. I have okay ideas. Ooh, hello. Y'all think I had too much coffee. I'm like, "Urgh." Okay, so this one, I know I've been saying each one's my favorite, but this is going to be so fun for anybody that's super patriotic, for 4th of July, for Memorial Day, for Veterans Day. This is going to be fun to paint. Like I said, there's still snow on the mountains, but I'm already thinking of like summer barbecues and being on the lake and wearing shorts. So I am ready for the summer months and all the fun things that it will bring. But how cool, I hope you guys can see all this. Let me move my glasses. And once again, this is that really cool kind of 3D look to it. So it has the different slats and the star. And the nice thing is that even the big piece has these little etching in it. So as you're painting, and then when you have these pieces to secure, you know exactly where they go. But how adorable is that? Deb, you're ready for summer too? Jamie says in Oklahoma we need a mudroom maybe. Yeah, I'm telling you what, I'm like, I don't know why people have like these big, entrance areas into their house with coat racks. Because in California, I wore flip-flops 9 months out of the year. You know what I mean? A little bit different here. But how stinking cute is that? So I'm really excited. This one definitely I'm going to do red, white, and blue, but this one's going to have some glitter somewhere on it for sure. So those are my new designs. I'm so excited to share those with you. I might have a couple extra surprises in the next couple of weeks. But let's paint this pretty cross. He lives. I am so excited for Easter. But Jesus is the reason for the season. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of my favorite teal and start painting this guy. Now these guys are super fun because the wood is so smooth. The paint goes on really smoothly. I don't have to worry about like big brush strokes. But I'm going to kind of talk about a couple different things. So these are available to be purchased, and they can be sent directly to your front door. So if you are not in, if you're not a neighbor to Missoula, Montana, you can still order these and have them shipped directly to your door. Now there's two options. You can either have them mailed with paint and brushes or without paint and brushes. And I'll have to get prices on both of those. I think without paint and brushes, and this includes shipping, so you're not going to like have the base price and then have to pay a ton more for shipping. But I hate to even say the wrong price, but I'm pretty sure just for the cutout, and once again includes shipping sent directly to your door, it's $29.99. And then with the paint and brushes, I want to say it's like 36 or 37. So both of them, I mean, you couldn't, maybe if you had a coupon, but you couldn't even go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's and buy something this cute for that price. And you get bragging rights because you will paint it. And like I said, if you need brushes and paints, it will come with a full set of brushes. And then the paints, you'll get black, white, red, blue, yellow, and green, I believe. So you'll get primary colors. So you can also mix, like if you want a bright teal, you can use those primary colors and mix them up. I kind of always joke at my paint parties. I'm like, you don't have to know. I was an art major in college, so let me worry about color mixing and all that stuff for you. And I have a color mixing guide. Ooh, you get real up close and personal. Get to count all my freckles. But I love this bright teal color. So what are you guys doing this week? Jimmy says, I need somewhere to put my boots from feeding the livestock. Oh, girl, I know you have, what kind of animals do you have? I know you have pigs. Do you have any other critters? So I kind of joke that I'm a recovering farm girl. So growing up, we always had horses, sheep. When I was little, we had, chickens. And then when I got married, my husband and I, we decided to raise dairy goats. They were pets. We didn't have like a, big business or anything, but we had dairy goats. And then when the mamas had babies and weaned the little kids, the little goats, baby goats, we would milk them. And my husband made amazing goat cheese. So I definitely miss farm-made goat cheese and fresh farm chicken eggs. But you know what? It's kind of nice not having the chores. And especially since I'm in Montana, there's some mornings where if it's like -2 degrees and snowing and windy, I don't have to go out and feed anybody. So I do miss having animals. Well, we have a dog, but I miss having farm animals. But I don't miss the chores. So I can live vicariously through you, my friend. What else we got going on today? Oh, Deb says, looks very pretty. Good. Are you talking about the weather? Are you talking about my painting? Or are you talking about me? I have these little wisps. I curled my hair, and these two little ones are kind of driving me nuts. So if you see me like, ooh, it's because I try and be cute and trendy and wear my hair curled and just ends up getting stuck in my mouth when I'm talking. Hashtag girl issues. So you'll see this actually goes on one even coat, dries pretty quickly. Just like that. All right. I'm going to let this dry a little bit before I come in here and do the sides. And I'm going to come in and start painting. So I think I'm going to do the flower next. So like I said, I'm in the mindset of springtime. So I'm going to do these a bright pink, bright colors. But once again, you can paint this however you want. I always tell people, I'm not the boss of you. Oh, Deb says, I look pretty today. Thank you. I am a sucker for compliments. So thank you for that. I appreciate it, even with my goofy hair. Deb says, painted mason jar this morning. Need to paint the bunny now. Yes, I actually got these a couple days ago, and I've been so stinking busy, which is a good thing. I'm not complaining. I feel very honored. I say this and I don't take it lighthearted, but about every couple of months, the ladies group at my church, they ask me to lead. We call it a craft night because we do, like last night we made clay oil lamps. I don't have one handy. Maybe I'll show you when I've been doing this. But we've made bracelets. We've made beeswax candles. We've done paintings too, like canvas paintings. We've done watercolor lettering. So I always try and mix it up and do something artistic, but then I try and tie in a Bible message along with it. Sandra, how are you, my friend? I got your happy mail yesterday. Thank you so much. So my friend Sandra, who, girl, I know you put your age out there, so I'm going to go ahead and say it. She's 45, and that lady looks 25. So she has some awesome stuff that she sent some samples. So maybe I can look a little bit younger myself. But Sandra, thank you so much for sending me that happy mail. I'm excited to try out the serums. But anyway, so what I was saying is that last night I got to lead some ladies in making some clay oil lamps and just kind of learn about what the Bible says about us being a light in the world, and just some real fun stuff I got to share. So I was busy doing that and then helping some other friends with some stuff. And I just haven't had a chance to sit down and paint. And so I'm so excited to share some time with you guys today. Sandra is actually one of my Cali friends, and we met in paint parties. She was one of my, well, I would say assistant, but you really weren't this. She was the life of the party. She was the party grandmaster. How about that? Ringleader. Sandra's a fun time. So I'm going to come in and paint the leaves green. And I don't know if you can see this very well, but see how you can still see the etching through the paint as that dries. You'll still be able to see the lines. So I'm going to go back and add a bunch of details. So I always tell people it's like a coloring book. So when people get stressed out and I'm not a good artist, don't worry about it. It's all outlined for you. So literally it's just filling in the lines. But I mean, also you can make this as fun as you want. You can add polka dots or swirls. Really customize these. I like to try and kind of keep my designs a little bit basic, just so that way it gives you guys inspiration. And that way you can customize however you like. You'll hear me say it until I can't speak anymore, but I love teaching paint parties. I love creating, but I love sharing the creativity more than anything. And one of my absolute favorite parts about paint parties is, I'll come in with my demo painting and I'll teach everybody step by step. But then you guys all go crazy with your ideas. I'm like, oh, I would have never done that. That looks so awesome. Oh, I love that extra touch. Like, truly, I get so inspired from when you guys either paint with me or paint with me virtually and then send me pictures of what you painted. That's been really fun. Like I said, 2020 kind of threw us all for a loop, and 2021 started off a little crazy. I kind of feel like life's getting back to normal. I don't want to shoot the gun too much, but it just kind of feels like there's hope, But anyways, I'm getting off subject. But I love teaching paint parties. And then, like I said, I look at what you guys paint and I'm like, oh, that's so awesome. I would have never thought to do that. So, if you paint with me in person or virtually. Oh, that's where I was going with that train of thought. Sorry. I'm a little squirrel this morning. But I love, I would send out art kits and then, maybe 2 or 3 days or maybe a week later, I'd get an email or a Facebook message or, a text message and be like, look what I painted. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's like the proud mom moment. I'm like, look what you made. That's so beautiful. So I love encouraging, sharing. But at the end of the day, you guys, it's just paint. So don't stress about stuff. So there's our flower. I think I'm going to come in and paint these cute little letters. But like I said, I am so blessed and excited that I have kind of hitched my wagon per se to some really great companies. Like I said, these you can get mailed directly to your door, and you can either choose paintbrushes and paints, or if you want just the cutout. Um, but the term I learned so much having been a business owner, but so they call it, I guess the term is called drop ship. And so like you would order, but then it's sent directly to your house. So you don't have to wait for me to get, like let's say if I ordered a bunch, had them, sent to me, and then as you guys order for me, then I have to package them and send them out and have that lag time. They'll send it directly from, what is it, farm to fork? I guess you could consider this. But that was really fun with around the holidays. I did that with some ceramics. Had cute little chicken trees and some Christmas trees, and I had people from, I think, New Hampshire, I had Florida, I had Texas, I had Missouri, California. I have a lot of friends in California, so a bunch of orders went out to California. So it's so fun. I mean, I love the personal interaction. That's my favorite part, is just chatting with people and seeing you guys, and I definitely like that personal interaction. But like I said, it's also kind of fun. I have those mom moments where I open up an email, look what I did, and I'm so proud of you. So it goes both directions. Oopsie. My light just went out. That's okay though. All right, so now I'm going to go back to the cross. Move this guy's over so it can dry. So if you guys are watching this, or even if you're watching the replay, and you're interested in purchasing a kit, let me know. I didn't post the links. I forgot to do that. I can always go back and add it. But like I said, I have the links where you can order all of these kits. Either, I think I'm going to do this white. Sorry, I'm trying to think and talk and paint. Takes all my efforts just to do one of those tasks, and I'm trying to do all three at the same time. I'm going to paint these white, but then I'm going to go back and add some accents. And so, like I said, that's the great thing with these being kind of etched already, is you can go and paint and you won't lose the lines. You'll still be able to see those lines through the paint. So if you want to go back and add like an outline or something else, you can, but paint that right there. One other thing that I thought would be really cool is to actually add, like, let's say if we had this here, sitting right there, you could even get like a artificial flower, or make the wood flowers or paper flowers and actually add like a three-dimensional. You could even put like a big gift bow, would be really pretty there. But I mean, you could totally make these. I mean, I know it is three-dimensional because the pieces stack on top of each other, but you could really have fun with this and have some flowers attached, or like I said, you could do a bow or something fun. I've seen those paper flowers. I think they're Sola, S-O-L-A, and those are so neat. Actually made out of wood. I haven't. I know I watched a video once on how to like paint them or dye them or something, and they're really, really neat. And they last forever. Come in here though. Like I said, I'm just doing this for inspiration. You could paint this any color scheme you want, but I'm ready for blooming flowers and Easter baskets. Ooh, Cadbury eggs. Anybody else excited for Cadbury eggs? Am I the only one? It's like as soon as I'm done with my Valentine's Day candy, guess what? It's Easter, and it's time for Easter candy. All right. But see how, I mean, it's still drying, so you'll see it looks a little bit patchy, but the paint goes on so smoothly that you usually only need one coat. You usually don't need more than that. I'm learning to close my paint because this morning I was in my art room and I went to open up my window and I bumped my table and I had this little cup of white paint and I had a little cup of black paint. Neither of them had their lids on and they splattered all over my floor. So I'm trying to be better about being proactive instead of reactive. Put your paint away before it splatters everywhere. So we have these. That is looking, oopsie, this way, there we go. It's kind of like everything's backwards. So this is going to go right there. And once again, I'm going to come in here and do, you can see it's still a little bit wet in spots, but I'll come back in. You can either use a tiny brush with, let me scoot back, my face is all up in your business. You don't need to be seeing this too much. But one of the nice things about these is once this dries, I can come back in here with a tiny, tiny detail brush and go and do the outlines, or I can even use a Sharpie. That's kind of like one of my little tricks. Not that it's a big trick, but I think I like the letters, the wording better down here. I was thinking maybe of doing he up here lives, but I think I like it better with the wording down there. What do you guys think? Both at the bottom, or have this one up top and this one down here? Actually, maybe like that. That's kind of cute. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so indecisive. Give me some ideas, you guys. So I'm going to come back now with some black paint and add some kind of stripes. But I mean, like I said, you could come in and add polka dots. You could do so many cute variations. But more than anything, you know, I love, like I said, I love me some Cadbury eggs, but when it comes to like Easter or Valentine's Day or Christmas, I love homemade things. So even if you made this as a gift or sent it as a, Deb says she likes it better together at the bottom. Yeah, I think so. I honestly think either would be nice, but I think I think the spacing on the bottom is a little bit better. But how fun would this be? Like, let's say if you have an artistic, you know, family member, a niece, a daughter, or a son, and you wanted to send one of these. You know, my niece is in California. I could always send her a art kit that had these in there. You know, the pieces and the paint and the brushes, and then just let her go have fun, and that could be a gift too. It's kind of a goofy story. That's how I tell if you guys are actually paying attention to me, because I'll tell goofy stories, and if you guys comment, that I know you're paying attention. But growing up, so I have a sister, and so between my mother, my sister, and myself, you know, growing up, we always had fights of, you know, socks or chonies or underwear. Chonies are that's Spanish. Um, but so Easter was always the time when my mother would buy us like socks and underwear. And by the time that we were teenagers, so that way we could easily sort it out in the laundry, I forgot who was who, but like one person was floral, one person was colored, or one person was like stripes or something. So like, you know, when you play pool, you have solids or stripes. So one of us had floral underwear, one of us had solid colored underwear, and one of us had striped underwear. So little laundry tip for you there. But I always remember about Easter. Easter was when I got candy and socks and underwear. Too much information, huh? Sorry, guys. All right. But see how much just those cute little stripes add? And like I said, you can come in here. And you could do these outlines with a paintbrush like I'm doing, but an easier hack, for lack of a better way to say it, just to make life simpler, is you can also use a Sharpie. All right, my hair's nuts. And I'm concentrating. I have to be quiet for a minute. Oop, there we go. Okay. One other thing that would be fun also is you could do polka dots. So like how my background's solid, you could always come in and do like big polka dots. That'd be really cute. or more flowers. Ooh, see, after I'm like halfway done painting, I'm like, oh, I should have more flowers. But you could also do, like, let's say if you added some more flowers in the background, that'd be really cute too. And then have that big one be the 3D one. Look at me getting all kinds of good ideas after the fact. That's why I can paint one. You can get inspired and then paint however, whatever your color scheme is of your house. Probably should be using a smaller brush, but I'm lazy and I don't feel like getting up. Deb says you can add small flowers. Yeah, actually, after I had that idea, I'm like, oh, that'd be so cute. But also, I mean, Deb, I know you're an artist too. Sometimes less is more. So whenever I like, oh, and this and that would be cute, and I can add this and blah blah blah. Oops. Ah. So I got these new little earbuds, and they don't like to stay in my ear. So sorry about that. I'm having hair issues, earbud issues, everything but painting issues. So let's try not to jinx it. But yeah, sometimes less is more too. So sometimes like I'll do a piece and then kind of step back and go, it needs something extra. I now kind of, because I'm looking at this one through my camera too, I think that I probably will go back and add some extra flowers in the background. But little dots are always cute too. See how that just kind of spruces it up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go grab a little paintbrush. I'll be right back. This will work. Okay, and she's back. Okay, so like I said, that by itself is very, very cute. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here and add some extra little flourishes on this flower. Now, once again, I'm gonna use a little tiny brush with some black paint, but you can do this with any permanent marker too. So one of my little tricks is to steady my hand. I'll use my pinky. I've heard the saying, kind of use it as a kickstand, which is a good way to describe it. The main thing when you're, balancing your hand with your pinky, especially if you're doing this like on a big space that you just painted, is make sure you don't put your pinky in wet paint. It's kind of like, hey, Einstein, don't drink the paint water. It sounds like it'd be common logic, but I have put my pinky in wet paint many a times. So before you anchor down your pinky, just make sure where you're picking is not wet. But see how even that little outline adds so much? Oh, I love these so much. I used to always like look at some of these projects. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. I wish I could do it. And then the more I started doing paint parties and finding these awesome companies that do the cutouts. I know Glowforge is really popular right now. I actually have quite a few friends that own them. And I've thought about getting one, but I'm like, you know what? I have so many ideas going through my brain. Like, we could just kind of put a little pin in that. And sometimes it's just better, instead of being a jack of all trades and a master of none, just stick to a couple good things. See how cute those little leaf lines are, I guess they would be considered. Like the veins, I guess. Just like that. And then what I want to do is add some white. And once again, when ever I do, Ted says our socks and underwear always come at Christmas. Well, like these families that do the Christmas pajamas, like that's awesome. But like, do you wear them even in like not Christmas? Underwear, the gift that keeps on giving. Just kidding. Come in and just kind of add some of these little white highlight lines. I'm using the wrong brush for this. I should be using a smaller brush, but hey, you guys get the idea. Just like that. Little highlights. Maybe add some highlights in the leaves too. Super cute. See how those little lines just make it all come together? Ted says, LOL. I know why do you guys even paint with me? I talk about the dumbest stuff. Random thoughts brought to you by Julie. Oh man. All right. So like I said, this is just giving you an idea. I have a feeling I'm going to go back and add some more to the background, but even that is beautiful, you guys. How simple and how pretty is that? Well, okay, I lied. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to start adding some more dots. So my trick, it's not mine, is I often will use my paintbrush handle kind of as a stamp, and I love to do dots. And for whatever reason, I have a tendency to kind of cluster them in groups of 3. So you could do, you know, the whole line, but I'm just going to come in here and do just some little accent dots, little clusters of 3. But like I said, it's always fun to come in here and add a few little details, take a step back, look at it, and then add more. Even when I'm doing paint parties, like, so I did one, what day of the week was it? Today's Wednesday. I think it was on Saturday. And this one lady, it was a field of flowers, and so she was like, I don't know if I should add more. What's going on? And so I pulled her painting back from her, so I gave her a little perspective on it. She's like, oh, I need more flowers in the bottom left-hand side, or you know, whatever. So that perspective makes such a huge difference. And sometimes I even have to put my painting away for like a couple of days, or like half a day, just to get some fresh perspective on it. So if you are ever getting frustrated by something, just give your eyes a break, look at it with some fresh eyes. I know a lot of my fellow artists are on here. If you agree with what I'm saying, give me a little heart or thumbs up, because the struggle is real. But see how those cute little dots just add a little extra? Or you could do like dot, dot, line, dot, dot, line. Just kind of spruce it up a little bit. You can even come in here and add a few dots in the flower petals, just so it ties it all together. It's congruent. You know, painting and art is kind of an abstract concept, I guess. And so sometimes when I'm trying to describe something, I'm like, how can I, like, what words can I use where I don't sound like a total wackadoo? It's a more congruent, consistent design. All right, so I think I'm going to leave that for now. I definitely will probably fidget with this over the next couple of days. But like I said, I have business painting with you guys. I got these cute designs just recently in the mail, and couldn't wait to share them with you. So let me put my paint away so that way I don't spill it again, because my poor little carpet. We're going to shampoo our carpets probably this summer when it's warm outside. I can only imagine all the fun, colorful water that's going to come up from the carpet in my art room, because there's been quite a few colors that have been spilt. So hopefully it'll probably look like, you know, Lucky Charms or something floating in milk. But let me get rid of some of my messes waiting to happen, and I'll show you guys those cute designs again before I jump off. So once again, this is that really cute He Lives. And if you're interested in getting any of these, let me know, because they can be shipped directly to your house. Or if you live in Montana and you want to do a paint party, let me know. But there's this really cute He Lives. And once again, this has the 3D pieces, so it adds that extra little fun depth. And then these letters can be moved, or the words can be moved as well. I'm going to put that to the side so it can dry and I don't drop it. And then we have, this is one I'm so excited about. It's really pretty. It's kind of like a barn quilt feel to it, kind of that Americana. And I'm going to do this traditional red, white, and blue, but I think I'm going to do it kind of like distressed, so that way it looks like it's been hanging on the side of a barn for 100 years. That's my jam. My husband Jeremy, he always jokes, he's like, why does everything have to be distressed? Because everything in my house, like, we have these mirrors on our wall that I try to make look like all, you know, distressed and old. And he's like, why does everything have to be distressed? Why does everything have to be like rustic? And I'm like, because at some point I'm going to spill paint on it. I'm going to run into it. I'm going to bump into it. I'm going to chip it. So if that's my design aesthetic, it goes with it goes with what I'm already trying to do. So I like that old kind of like if this looked like it was 100 years old and could tell stories. You know, that's what I love. My sister is a total opposite. She loves new, modern, and I'm like, give me a new house and I'm gonna make it look like it's a 100-year-old barn. So there is one design. Our next one, once again, this is what I'm so excited about. If you guys have any ideas on color for this, shoot them at me because I think I have an idea of what I want to do. I think this would look really cool with like a black background and maybe some bright, you know, teals and pinks. But give me some feedback on what you think. But how pretty would that be on your front door, in your entryway? And guys, these are good size. These are, I think these are 18 inches. So here's my little crappy Dollar Tree ruler. But just so you can see, that's 12 inches. Yeah, these are 18. I mean, so that's a good size. That's my ruler. And then I think I'm gonna paint this guy tomorrow because he's just so stinking cute. I don't think I could resist. Our cute little bunny, our little Easter guy, and he comes with some funky glasses and the cutouts. So that's this is the base, and once again the lines are etched so you won't lose those lines. And he's got a cute little flower on his lapel, his funky little glasses. I'm a sucker for those, what do they call them, rim torn, whatever, the black kind of nerd glasses. Those are trendy now. I'm not saying my husband's a nerd, but he looks pretty cute in his glasses. And there's the blessed bunny. We have these really fun kind of hippie peace sign with some flowers. So I have the 3D ones. These are just cutouts. I'm not going to give you all my fun upcoming projects, but I'm going to have a fun idea coming up with the Eiffel Tower. So if you love, you know, Parisian, French, like that whole vibe, I have some really cute stuff coming up that you should keep your eyes out for. This one I love too. It's pretty kind of a stained glass with a dove, so this will be really pretty. I might do this one tomorrow. I've been excited to paint. I love stained glass. Anyways, I'm excited about this one. And then another super cute fun one, Farm Sweet Farm. I think I actually might make this one for my dad. Hopefully he's not watching. Dad, don't be watching. But you could do, still trying to figure out how I want to do the like layout of these, but farm, instead of home sweet home, we have Farm Sweet Farm. It's actually cute because, like I was mentioning, we had dairy goats back in California, and a video popped up on, because today's St. Patrick's Day, and so I think it was 7 or 8 years ago, we actually had our very first baby kids. I call them baby goats, but the correct term is kids. But the very first baby goats that were born on our farm. And since they were born on St. Patrick's Day, it was 2 twins and they were pure white. And so we named one Guinness and one Clover since it was on St. Patrick's Day. So today also marks the, I don't want to say anniversary, but when we first had little baby goats. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. So just so you guys know, so I can see, so my camera's here, but right next to it, I can see this side by side, so I can see what you guys are seeing too. And this one is gonna be so awesome. Farm Sweet Farm. But anyways, I'm gonna jump off here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hopefully you can soak up a little vitamin D and get out in the sun if you're having a sunny day wherever you are. And like I said, my goal is to paint every day until I have these painted for you. So I've missed jumping on here and kind of chatting with you and seeing what you're up to and sharing all the fun, exciting things that I have. So we're kind of on a push for Easter and for spring and for all things fun and outdoors. So anyways, hope you guys have a great day and we'll talk to you soon.